G'day viewers, and welcome to Too Tough to Think's amazingly great Grand Final Special Edition episode show. Yes, Too Tough to Think, Australia's number one. I can say it now? Great. Yes, proudly, Australia's number one online TV footy panel chat show where there's only one guy in the panel. Yes, we're number one. At the start of the year, we had only one aim, and that was to be Australia's number one online TV footy panel chat show where there's only one guy in the panel. Right, we're there. We're number one. How do I know we're number one? Because we're Australia's only online TV footy panel chat show where there's only one guy in the panel. But that doesn't mean it's been easy. It's been a tough ride, you know, but we're number one. You know, what a busy week it's been. It's been an amazing week. You know, people stop me on the street all the time, you know, but that's the police, it's their job. Anyway, and people ask me, Dud, when you started this show way back at the start of the year, did you ever think this day would come? And I said, yeah, I was pretty sure it'd be September 30th one day, and you know, what kind of question's that? It was no surprise to anybody when Patrick Dangerfield won the Brownlow medal at the start of this week. Yes, by the biggest margin in history. And it was especially no surprise to me, as I predicted his win way back in the first episode of this show, as this clip will clearly demonstrate. I predict that Patrick Dangerfield will win the Brownlow medal this year by a record margin, more than anybody has ever won it before. The other big footy news this week, viewers, is the Victorian Government's amazingly bizarre decision to make mooning a criminal offence. Yes, in their wisdom, they've decided that the next time you drop your strides and feel the need to hang your bumhole out in the middle of the street, you could end up in jail for 2 months. But it doesn't stop there. They've also banned the singing of obscene ballads, and they've also banned riotous behaviour in the street, which is going to have a huge impact on the football industry. That's the end of the end of season footy trip. That's the end of tourism in Victoria in September and October. That's the end of the minibus hire industry. Who is going to hire a Toyota Hiace to drive the team down to Rosebud for a couple of weeks if, on the way down, the players can't sing rude songs and hang their bumholes out the window every time they pass a church or a nun? And worse than that, the thing that gets me, the thing that really gets my goat, is the fact that they call it mooning. Now, that's an American term. Here in Australia, we call it hanging or flashing a brown eye. Now, I'd be more than happy to go to jail for hanging or flashing a brown eye, but I'm buggered if I'm going to prison for mooning. It's not me, it's not my country, it's not my culture. Stop this Americanisation of our obscene behaviour. You know what? This is what I reckon, Victorian Government. I say bumhole. Bumhole to your mooning ban. And here's a bumhole I prepared earlier. Obviously, I can't show you my own bumhole because I'm live on national TV, but here is one I prepared earlier. Viewers, it's time to put to rest, a rumour that has dogged this show all year. People have asked me many times. I've got letters, I've got emails, I've got tweets, I've got nits, but that's another question. People have said, you know, Dud, are you really just Doug Hawkins in disguise? And I say, where does that come from? Really? Here's a picture of Doug. Here's a picture of me. You want more? Okay, look, sure, there were some similarities. We both played 329 games for the Bulldogs. We both then went on to play 21 more games for Fitzroy. We did both wear number 7, which, you know, was a bit confusing at times. But we did both have a wing named after us. Doug had the Doug Hawkins wing at the Western, now Whitten Oval, and I had the Dud Dawkins wing at the Western General Hospital, so named after my 7th knee reconstruction, this time on the shoulder, which may be their best customer ever. You know, you want more? Okay, look, Doug was a tall, well, wasn't tall, he was about the same height as me, you know, he was about 6 foot. He had, you know, strong white teeth. I have strong white teeth. He was a player of great grace and poise on the field, and I have strong white teeth. You know, and after the game, Doug went on to become a cult figure. I went on to join a cult. I spent the first 6 years after I retired in George Harrison's back bedroom munching on papadums and singing Hare Krishna, but that's beside the point. I mean, do you get it now? We're not the same person. Well, viewers, that very simply is the end of this episode and also the end of the show for the season. And that leaves me with just one thing to do, which is to say thank you very much. It certainly has been, and I hope you do too. That's it. We've covered everything. Okay, goodbye. Thank you very much for making Too Tough to Think Australia's #1 you know what it is. Anyway, goodbye. I love you all. All right, well, that's it. That's a wrap. That's a wrap. We did it. Well done. Fantastic work, everybody. We covered, I think that was a great way to finish up. We covered off everything. We what was that? We didn't talk about the grand final. No, didn't we? Oh, all right, okay. Can you give me, all right, give me 2 seconds. All right. Viewers, I've just got 2 words to say, very simply, about the grand final. Go Dogs! That's it. I mean, I could go Dogs, but well, then we'll leave it there. So very simply, to sum up my great grand final preview, go Dogs! How was that? Yeah, okay.